Hello there, what is going on everybody? We got some brand new Star Wars Legion stuff that's up for pre-order, and we're going to talk about these new units in today's video. We've got the Aqua Droids and the LM-432 Crab Droids we're going to talk about for Separatist players, Clone Wars players, new art style, and a little bit of what we can expect in these cool, groovy little new expansion boxes. So let's jump into that real quick admin stuff. Make sure you check the links in the video description below if you want to check out our Discord, Patreon, any social media links. We've been posting a lot of really cool stuff lately. Also, make sure you enter to win the 12 Days of Life Day. We're doing 12 giveaways in December. If you want to have a chance to enter to win any of those, you just have to be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos. Winners are going to be chosen at random based on people who have entered by subscribing and leaving comments, and also some patrons will be chosen as well. So we're going to be doing 12 giveaways in December. So if you're already subscribed, you're already halfway there. Definitely let me know in the comments some things that you are looking forward to. What is on your gaming holiday wish list or your Christmas list? Let me know what you're looking forward to from this video as well. So let's talk about the Crab Droids first. The LM-432 Crab Droids. They are up for pre-order. They are SWQ-134, $49.99. They are estimated to release on January 17th, 2025. So these will not be in time for Christmas, but they're not going to be too long after the holidays, which is a good thing. Their website entry does say the Crab Droid expansion brings the LM-432 Crab Droid to the battlefield of Star Wars Legion. The four-legged battle droid has deadly claws, heavy armor, and formidable laser cannons, all to support the Separatist armies at long range and effective in melee. The unit expansion includes 2 dynamically posed LM-432 Crab Droid miniatures, perfect for supporting the Separatist faction. So we got a little bit of the back of the box as well. We had seen mock-ups for these before, but it's nice to see them painted. Yeah, they do look pretty groovy. It looks like they did go with the 6-legged options in there as well. A little bit of info on the back of the box. It does say 2 plastic miniatures, 6 cards, 1 token sheet, and 1 insert sheet. So the 6 cards, I believe that's going to be 2 miniatures and then 4 different upgrade cards. So you're going to have different ways that you can upgrade them. They're going to have some kind of weapon options. You know, you have different guns that are seen below them. The blurb on the back does say, known as the Muckraker or Muckraker, or Moo Cracker, M-U-C-K-R-A-K-E-R, Muckraker. Is it Muckraker or Muckraker? Let me know. Number 1 for Muckraker, as if you were racking a pool table, racking the balls, or Muckraker, as if you were raking the leaves. Or do you think it's Moo, M-U-Cracker? How do you pronounce? And the cool thing about Star Wars words is you can pronounce them however you want. I found this out with the AT-AT or the AT-AT thing. There was like a quote from George Lucas, you know, I don't know if it was in reference to the Tantive or the Tantive E4 or the AT-AT. You know, and people are like, how do you pronounce this? And he's like, it's a big galaxy. People pronounce things however they want all over the place, regional dialects being what they are and all that other stuff. So in other words, you can pronounce it however you want to pronounce it. So I'm going to call it Muckraker for today. Known as the Muckraker. Moo, the cow droid. The LM-432 Crab Droid is a 4-legged battle droid that thrives in difficult terrain. That's going to give us an indication of what the unit card might look like. It is outfitted with heavy armor and relies on advanced optics to support Separatist armies at long range. Support them at long range? I wonder if that just means you're going to have a long-range laser gun option, which I'm sure you're going to get, but I wonder if it's going to get observe tokens on there. You know, like an observe action, possibly. The Crab Droid is equipped with deadly claws that are effective in melee, although the LM-432 is seen as vulnerable to direct assault. With their laser cannons and formidable defense profiles, Crab Droids are a dependable element of Separatist battalions. Includes enough miniatures for 2 support units. So these guys are going to be support. They did say also in the, I think in the last mini extravaganza, that these guys will definitely be support, but they were giving you like so you wouldn't, if you wanted to field 2 of them, you wouldn't necessarily have to buy 2 boxes. But since you can only run 3 supports, I do expect there to be a battle force that can take up to 4 supports and that can take these guys. I feel like that's just naturally how it's going to go. But I like the rule of 2. I talked about this in a video a few weeks ago. I like to run 2 of everything, and I love that they're putting 2 units in the box. That's a good thing. And the website does also say that we're going to have 2 miniatures, 2 70mm bases, 2 unit cards, and 4 upgrade cards. I'm guessing it's going to actually be 2 upgrade cards, but they give you 2 copies of each. So depending, you're going to have like the big gun or the little gun underneath them. They have different gun profiles that you can equip underneath, like the chest, belly, thorax area. I don't know if a droid has a thorax or not, but yeah. And an insert and a punch sheet. So they look pretty cool. It's going to be a support option, and yeah, they look fun. They just they look like they're fun. I think they are actually going to be classified as vehicles too, with the notched bases. So pretty cool stuff. We also have the Aqua Droids. So let's talk about the Aqua Droids a little bit. They are also looking really groovy. They are going to be $60 or $59.99. They're up for pre-order now. Also slated for January 17th, 2025. These guys are very, very large. We haven't seen a comparison yet, so I'm not sure exactly how large they're going to be, but if a normal Legion miniature is about this big, I'm guessing they're going to be probably about this big. I'm guessing not quite twice as tall as a Legion miniature, but a little bit. Like maybe 150 to 175% as the height of normal trooper miniatures. Now, they are a notched base. I guess you could probably figure it's a 50mm notched base. So if you want to do the math, look at a 50mm base, look at the pictures, do the math, figure it out. I'm not doing that today. I'm going to wait and be surprised when I put them together. So, what are the Aqua Droids bringing? Well, the page says, the Aqua Droid unit expansion brings the AQ series battle droids to the battlefield of Star Wars Legion. This expansion contains 4 formidable Aqua Droid miniatures to form a heavy support option. So these guys are going to be heavies. Don't be confused when it says heavy support. There have been times where I've read it in the first take through. I'm like, oh, are they a support? No, heavy support is what a heavy is called. We call them heavy for short, but heavy support, it means it's a heavy. Just like the dark troopers are heavy, but they're also kind of like trooper guys. These guys are going to be a heavy support. And I believe these guys are also going to be classified as a vehicle for their movement profiles and for their type of base. So... but yes, they're going to be interesting because these guys were there for the siege of Camino, and I expect them to have infiltrate. We're going to see because of some of the descriptions. I've always said, if you go back to like years of videos or speculation of other droids they should do, I said they should do these guys. They should give them infiltrate because they infiltrated Camino. They literally was like one of the best on-screen versions of infiltrate that we've ever seen. Back when infiltrate meant you could deploy anywhere. Infiltrate now in the game isn't all that great. I wouldn't be surprised if they had some kind of advanced infiltrate that's like infiltrate plus a move or something like that. But yeah, although I would be a little annoyed if they did that because they just nerfed everybody's infiltrate to be able to change the game. And if they give these guys the same ability, it's like this way they did the Stormtrooper thing where like, oh, we nerfed Stormtroopers so we could give that same ability to Riot Troopers. So they have the exact same melee that Stormtroopers have, but we had to nerf them to make our new units seem useful. If these guys end up working the same way Infiltrate used to work, that's going to be kind of a feels bad because I thought that was the whole point of getting rid of Infiltrate. But I don't want to speculate too much on a hypothetical. So I do expect them to just have regular Infiltrate. But yes, they're a heavy support option. They bring Aqua Droids, including 4 miniatures to the Separatist faction. They add the new heavy support option to the Separatist faction, or a new heavy support option. They have an Aqua Droid leader, 2 Aqua Droid troopers, and an Aqua Droid heavy. So you're going to be able to have a heavy weapon option in there, which you won't necessarily have to bring, but I'm sure you will. So that much is cool. If we look at the back of the box, we're going to see a little bit more here. It's going to say the AQ series battle droid is capable of fighting both on land and underwater. I really do hope to see more underwater stuff. I know they're doing Rift Tamsin in one of their other games, but I really want them to do Rift Tamsin here. They're highly specialized, furnished with retractable laser cannons, and reliably well armored. When used in large groups, Aqua Droids are nearly impossible to stop, persistently advancing towards their target until eradicated. Aqua Droids are often seen supporting surprise attacks, hence the infiltrate, right? Waiting en masse out of the ocean to assault a critical point or deliver to the front line by a Trident-class assault ship. The Trident-class assault ship thing, I think they mentioned that. Obviously, it was the throwback to the episode where Grievous had this, did the attack. Ships blew up, fell into the ocean, and the Tridents, assembled out of the, attacked and launched those guys in. Brilliant, really cool episode. Here's the thing. I expect them to have a card similar to the way the Dark Troopers do. This is how I think they're going to really get the surprise attack. I think they're going to have a command card. This is my prediction. Although actually it would say, wouldn't it? Well, let's see. But I wouldn't be surprised if there was a command card that let them do this. Maybe if they don't have it, then maybe somebody else will. But here's what it says. It does say in the box here, it says it has 4 plastic miniatures, 2 cards, a token sheet, and an insert sheet. Now, that would be a unit card and then a card for the heavy. That seems right. So that would seem to indicate there's no command card. But the weird thing is that it says 4 miniatures, 4 50mm bases, 1 unit card, 5 upgrade cards, and a punch sheet and an insert. So I don't understand why the website's listing says 5 upgrade cards, but then the box says 1. Well, technically 2, but the unit card and an upgrade card. So I don't know what's going on there. This wouldn't be the first time that the Asmodee site has something completely wrong listed for Star Wars Legion. This has happened ever since AMG took over for Legion. They have consistently gotten these entries wrong. I have no idea what to believe. We've had... I guess we're just going to have to wait and see. I can't wait to do an unboxing and find out what's going on. I would suspect that this is right because this seems logical, and this doesn't seem to make sense. How do you fit 5 upgrades when there's only 4 miniatures? You can't have 5 different heavy options. It just doesn't work. It absolutely just doesn't work. You've clearly... I mean, if you look at the art, it's only 4 miniatures. You've clearly got a leader and probably 2, like... 2 extra dudes. Even if these guys were personnel upgrades, you've clearly only got 1 heavy that has a different kind of gun on the guy on the far side. But even if every miniature in there were an upgrade, that still wouldn't account for 5 upgrade cards. So I'm guessing that this is wrong, but maybe there's command cards in there. Maybe there's something in there. Or maybe there's additional upgrades, like comm upgrades or something like that, that lets them... that can give them infiltrate. Maybe they start without infiltrate. Maybe it's an option. There's a lot of things like that that make me wonder what's really coming in this box. They usually don't do too many upgrade cards anymore, though, because they're trying to push those into separate card packs. So I don't know, and that's probably what actually happened. They probably initially made these guys that there were going to be 4 custom upgrade cards to work with these guys. It was going to be 4 miniatures, a unit card, and 1 upgrade card, and there were which was the heavy, and probably were 4 upgrade cards for this. And then somebody at AMG said, "Whoa, why give them 4 upgrade cards for free when we can make them buy them separately in a pack?" And so and then you get the back of the box, but now it just says 2 cards. That's what I think is going to be the case, but we'll have to wait and see. Either way, this is up for pre-order now. This is going to be at for $60, coming out in January of next year, same day as the Crab Droids. So Separatists are getting some cool stuff in January. If you're a Separatist player, you're going to have to wait through the holidays. But we also are seeing the new art style and the multi-language boxes and all of that. So let me know what you're excited about in the comments section below. I will talk to you guys soon, and we'll be I'm sure we'll be getting previews, and we'll be able to see some illumination on what exactly is going to be in these boxes. And that's going to do it. I will talk to you guys later. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and may the Force be with you. Live long and prosper. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. And always wash your socks.